Imagine listing your home and watching it sit for weeks or even months, only to get an offer below what you were hoping for. Ouch. Or picture this, you're a home buyer, you see the perfect dream home, and you have the power to negotiate thousands of dollars off the asking price. Sounds surprising for the spring market in the Greater Toronto area, right? Well, this is exactly where we are right now. Hey everyone, I'm Maria Ho. Welcome back. I run a real estate team here in Mississauga and the GTA. If you learn anything new in this video, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button. Or you can also give me a quick call or text. My phone number is below. I'd love to connect with you. Today, we're diving into one of the most unexpected shifts that we've seen in the Greater Toronto Area housing market in a very long time. About 7 out of 10 homes are now selling below the asking price, and only 1 out of 5 listings are selling. We have more than 4 months of inventory. That's a 20% absorption rate. What this means is if no other house goes on the market with the current sales level, it will take 4.5 months to sell off the supply of active listings. What's really going on here? And more importantly, what does this mean for you? Spring is usually the busiest, most competitive time of the year in real estate. Buyers, they come out of hibernation, listings flood the market, and then bidding wars become kind of the norm. And this spring, something's changed. Where are the buyers? According to a new report from WAHI, 68% of homes in the GTA sold under asking in May, and that's higher than in April when 67% went below list price. And this isn't just a small blip, it's a clear trend. Our buyer behavior is shifting. Confidence is different, and sellers have to adjust, sometimes very reluctantly, to a new market reality. Let's take a closer look and dive in and look at the numbers, okay? So last month, 68% of all homes sold below asking, 78% of condos were underbid, and then 64% of detached homes sold under asking, and that's up from 61% from last month. There were more than 21,000 new listings that hit the market. That's a 14% increase from a year ago, and only 6,244 sales happened. That's 13% below last year at the same time. On top of that, homes are sitting longer. Here in Mississauga, the average home took 41 days to sell, up from just 36 days in April. These numbers paint a picture of a cooling, more cautious market. And that's not necessarily a bad thing for either side. So what's behind this surprising turn? There are a few important big factors. Number one, increased inventory. There are more homes that are hitting the market, which gives buyers more choice and there's less urgency. Number two is buyer caution. After years of rapid price growth, today's buyers are more analytical and budget conscious, and they're taking more time to evaluate. Number three, sellers are catching up. Many sellers are still pricing based on last year's highs rather than today's more balanced pricing landscape. So many home buyers are negotiating lower prices in the GTA today, but that doesn't necessarily mean that homes are selling for less than what they're worth. That's a very important distinction. Under asking doesn't always mean undervalued. It may just mean the asking price is overpriced for today's market condition. And you might be wondering, is this just happening in certain areas? Actually, underbidding is now widespread across the GTA. The report shows that 87% of neighborhoods were in underbid, compared to that to just 60% a year ago. So some of the most affected neighborhoods are Lawrence Park, York Mills, East Lake in Oakville. That's a great example, by the way. East Lake is full of new luxury custom homes, and today's buyers, they aren't always willing to stretch their budgets, especially if the price doesn't align with perceived value. On the flip side, bidding wars haven't disappeared entirely. They're still happening, mainly in high demand areas. So since the month of March, most of the overbidding activity is in the 416 area of, in the city of Toronto. Here in Mississauga, we're also still seeing offers presentation dates, agents listing lower price, aiming to get more showings, and potential multiple offers. But often we're only seeing one offer or none at all. So not every pocket of the GTA is the same. It's very hyper local here in our market. One of the most interesting parts of our market is how condos and single family detached homes are behaving very differently. So let's break it down. Condos are seeing the most dramatic shift. In fact, 98% of GTA neighborhoods had condos selling below asking. Only 2% sold at or above the asking price for condos. Condos that are in less transit friendly areas or in more suburban neighborhoods, they're struggling the most. Detached homes are also softening. So 79% of neighborhoods with detached or semis, they were underbid. And that's much higher than a year ago when it was 44% that were underbid. But they're still in demand. It's just that buyers are more willing to negotiate now than they were last year. And this is a new reality that sellers have to adapt and adjust. So, for example, we just secured a semi detached in Mississauga for our client after we sold her house $100,000 below where we started 2 months ago in Brampton. And the semi that she's buying, the seller reduced their listing price from 1.1 to 999, and we still had some more room to negotiate on the price. And we also put in full conditions, 5 days for financing and home inspection. We even asked them to pay off rental equipment. So this is the kind of market that we're in right now. So if you're a home buyer right now, this is one of the most balanced markets that we have seen in many, many, many years. In the past 20 years, we've only seen this happen a couple of times. So in 2009, after the US market crash, we saw this for a few months. In 2018, again, just a few months, when the government introduced the stress test for mortgages and the foreign tax. In our current market, as a buyer, you have complete negotiating power. You have more listings to choose from, homes are sitting longer, and in many areas, you can finally shop without a bidding war. If you've been watching on the sidelines, especially for a single family or a freehold home, this is actually a perfect time. And if you're looking at, condos instead, there's definitely a lot of great deals. Here's the thing: if you don't get the price that you want because maybe the sellers are rejecting your offer, you just go and choose another property and negotiate with another seller. The reality is some sellers' expectations have not adjusted to the new pricing. And on the other hand, some sellers, they're more motivated to sell quickly, especially if they've already purchased another home or they're having any financial difficulties or they may be having to move due to work or family reasons. Now, if you're selling in this market, this is not a doom and gloom situation. No, not at all. It's just a different kind of market. So here's what matters for you. Number one, you have to price it right. Don't chase the highs of 2022 or even spring of 2023. Nope. Number two, stage it well. Presentation has never been more important now than ever. And number three, work with a local expert who knows how to market strategically and negotiate effectively. That is so important now. Remember, if your home is in a high demand neighborhood, like in Toronto proper or in the core premium areas of Mississauga, you can still command top dollar. To wrap things up, what we're seeing across the GTA right now is a real tangible shift in how people are thinking about real estate. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, this isn't the same market that we were in last year or even 6 months ago, and that's okay. The market is always fluctuating and it goes through cycles, and these transitions are a normal, healthy part of the market evolving. For buyers, this time offers something that we haven't seen in a very long time: choice, flexibility, and negotiating power. The pressure to act fast, to waive conditions, or to get into bidding wars is not there right now in so many areas and neighborhoods. You can take your time, you can do your due diligence, you can make more informed decisions without feeling rushed or overextended. And that alone can bring you peace of mind to what is already such a big life decision, right? For home sellers, I know this kind of shift can feel a little unsettling. Maybe you expected a quicker sale or a higher price, especially if you've been watching the market over the last couple of years. But here's the great news: people are still buying homes. The demand hasn't disappeared, it's just become more intentional, calculated, and more balanced. Buyers are still looking for the right property in the right location. And if your home fits that with smart pricing and great presentation, you're going to attract strong interest. And if you're buying at the same time, you'll also benefit as a buyer and be able to negotiate on the other side. This means that if you're selling a little bit lower than what you were hoping for, you're also going to be buying a house and paying a lower price when you purchase your new home. So it just balances off. We just need to align with today's conditions, be realistic, and get the right guidance. And this is where I really can come in and help you. So whether you're looking to buy your first home or move into something bigger or downsize, I'm here to help you navigate it all with a clear plan, honest, personalized advice, and local insight that's grounded in today's real numbers. If you're considering making a move or simply want to stay informed about our Mississauga real estate trends, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Uh, Drop me a comment below, any questions. I will personally answer and respond to you. I'd love to connect with you and hear from you. My number is below. You can also text or call me directly, and I would love to have a chat with you. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next one.